Ladies and gentlemen, please find your nearest seat and put your ass in it. It's time for another episode of The Beard.
Hey boys and girls, welcome back into The Beard. I'm your host, T. Allen.
Dangerously.
Today we're joined by a special guest, someone we've both known for years, we went to high school with. He's a really interesting cat. We're actually in the talks not in the talks, we've just confirmed that he's going to be having his own show on the KBRD network. It's going to be called A Better Place with Menelik Tafari. Say hello to the fucking gang.
What's up, gang? How you guys doing? It's good being here tonight. It's good being getting that open door for the first time.
Welcome.
Well, what do you said you seemed like you wanted to bring up something a moment ago when you asked me if all conversations are open. What were you thinking?
I don't know. I was thinking about how at some point we'd bring up you had starting drinking so young, because that's a fucking fascinating thing.
Oh, yeah, man.
But it's also really rough to get into right away. Like, that's a hard thing to jump into right away.
It's a hard thing to jump into right away, but you know, it brings back such wonderful and yet terrible memories.
Okay, so it's not all negative for you.
It's not all negative. No. I mean, mind you, I kept drinking.
It just kept going.
I kept going. Yeah.
There was no end point.
I mean, there were, and there have been major breaks. You know, like 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4, 1 year, 2 year, maybe one more. No, that hasn't been that long.
That could have been a Dr. Seuss book.
That was a Dr. Seuss book by Menelik Tafari. It was fucking 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4. 1 year, maybe 1 year more.
Oh, yeah, man.
That's how long we've been drinking, kids.
Too long. Yeah, and
we drink until the day begins.
That's actually the sad part, you know? Like, in hindsight, I see that, you know, I had a lot of leeway because I could get away with stuff. You know, I was too smart for my own good, and I was very angry, really young, seeing, you know, how people were treating me and really understanding that it was just messed up and racist. Like, that was the main thing, the main reason.
Seeing a prejudice at such a young age and comprehending what it is.
Oh my goodness. When I okay, so part of the reason why I started drinking so young was one, you know, I had terrible peer pressure friends, you know, who had I'll introduce my friend later who played a big influence on why I started drinking so early.
Okay.
But when I was in elementary school, I went to this great elementary school. It was like bilingual immersion, and all the teachers. A lot of the teachers loved me, but a lot of teachers hated me.
Well, yeah, I can see teachers thinking you were the prick.
El Marino?
El Marino,
El Marino, yeah.
And I was like one of 4 black kids in my graduating class. It was me, Lindsay.
Really? Lindsay? I miss Lindsay. I haven't seen Lindsay in a long time.
I haven't either.
She got the greatest hair.
She does have fantastic
She's
hair.
just one of the greatest people I've ever known.
Yeah, very beautiful soul.
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, very intelligent girl.
Her name was Erica Atkinson.
Did she go to school with us?
She did.
Menelik, Drake, and I all went to the same high school, Culver City High School.
Which big ups, Centaurs.
Yeah,
you know, I also taught there, you know, and it's alma mater till I die.
Hell yeah. We'll always be fucking centaurs.
That's a centaur growling.
What does a fucking centaur look like? Anyway.
Did you ever see Step Brothers? Oh, no, you would have to see the extended version. That's in the fucking uncut version of Step Brothers when what's his name's wife, Adam Scott's wife. Is it Adam Scott? Fuck. It is Adam Scott, the guy from Party Down, the brother, the douche, Derek.
Perhaps.
His wife, like, fanning up with John C. Reilly when they're at the Catalina wine mixer, and fucking Will Ferrell's singing, and she's like running through the woods, and she's like an elf, and then she comes upon like fucking John C. Reilly, and it's just his torso, and the rest of him's a horse, and he's like, like, and they're not speaking English. They're like, like that. Sorry,
that's a centaur.
That's our school, man. That was our mascot. Our mascot was John C. Reilly.
No.
Yeah, no, exactly like that. Fuck you, you remember.
You've been just saving that. You've just been saving that.
Yeah, he's been sitting on it the whole time.
All the time. I sit on a lot of things.
If looks could translate to podcast, you do sit on a lot of things. That's a true story.
Couches, chairs, dicks.
Sorry, so that went from serious to shitty real quick. Okay, so 4 graduating.
Can't get
4
away
black
from
kids
dick
in the gra-
jokes on the beard.
We're trying so hard to be serious.
Okay, so elementary school. The picture was, it was me and only 4 other black kids.
Okay.
Really, 2 of them were like obviously mixed, and yeah, I'm high yellow, but both of my parents are.
High yellow, is that an
are
actual
black.
classification for
Yeah,
skin
man.
color?
You
There's
don't-
I didn't know there's a spectrum, like an actual.
So much, and there's so much colorism within black culture too. So you might be, like people hate on each other because they have nappier hair, curlier hair, or oh, she's got that good hair. She has.
Is that what that
wavy-
Gabby Douglas thing was about?
Yeah, man.
Because I remember it being about something had to do with an aesthetic, like her hair or something.
Yeah, like why is her hair still nappy? Because the image is we're not allowed to be proud to be African people, to have nappy hair, and to take care of ourselves because it's like considered ugly. It's considered gross, you know. And
Those
so
are-
everyone,
It's a very strange stigma. that
yeah, man. But
exists.
it's because of the same racism that's come all the way down through slavery. You breed in that mentality of self-oppression, oppressing your own people and drawing the lines. Men against women, darker people against lighter people.
Yeah.
And that's literally how you divide and conquer peoples and control them. And that's every story.
Just so many visual opposites that clash. Just completely visual.
It's strange that it would be on something like aesthetics, but it actually makes a lot of sense seeing how apparent they are in day-to-day life. A lot of the people in the world you only ever see, you don't ever interact with. It'd be nice if there was more interaction. I feel like a lot of these walls wouldn't exist.
Man, it's all about encountering each other and making those connections happen. I mean, that's what the work I do is all about. Whether in schools, outside of schools, with older people, with younger people, with administrators, with students. It's always the same. You got to start off connecting people, because if you don't connect people, you end up in situations like I was. I was a kid and I was harassed by the only other black girl who was darker than me, and kind of nonstop.
Due to
nonstop
lighter
harassment.
skin?
No, I think that she had gender issues.
Okay.
That she was still working that out, and that I was an obvious candidate against what she was experiencing.
Yeah.
She was darker. She was a girl. There were so many issues going on with
And
that.
it's a lot harder for girls growing up than it is for boys to weather certain things, especially with aesthetics.
Especially with our culture.
Yeah.
If you fall into the queer category, however you define that, just not cisgendered man, cisgendered woman, then you're gonna feel uncomfortable in some way.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just her. I was also picked on by teachers, by admin.
Really? You had...
Yeah, man, nonstop.
The
I was
administration
the
came down on
county.
you?
I was like the school scapegoat.
Really?
Yeah. Do you guys remember this cat named Andrew Garcia?
I know the name, but I couldn't tell if he was a teacher or a student.
He was a student. He was in our graduating class.
Was he
Went to
short?
Reno with us. He was about your height. He actually ended up being pretty tall.
Andrew Garcia.
He was in all AP everything.
Oh, okay. Oh. He was super. No, I'm thinking about Robert.
Robert Garcia was his older brother.
Bam. Got it.
Same family.
Okay, I remember. They're fucking... They were all right.
They're intelligent and
Well, no, I'm just going to bleep their names out anyways.
Yeah, for
so,
sure.
fucking, they were dicks. They did not jive well with the free spirit that is TJ Allen.
But no, not free spirited. But when
Very
we were
intelligent and
kids,
smart. Smart family.
So this one time that he ever got in trouble at our elementary school was when he was sticking up for me. We were playing handball, and we were just playing handball, and the ball went flying. Some kid ran up to us, kicked the ball. Ball goes flying, hits this first grader in the face. She's on the ground.
Just double taps her and she's done.
She's done.
Okay,
you
sure.
know, and we're like, dude, what the? Come on.
Yeah.
Both of us go run, and we're like, oh my god, are you okay? She's crying. She's like 6
She's
years
a
old.
fucking 6-year-old girl, man. Like, that is the epitome of a crybaby.
Yeah,
a 6-year-old girl.
That's the age. And we're like, oh my god, we're like, oh my god, and a coach runs up, and he's like, oh my god, Menelik, why did you do that? What? No, it wasn't me. And then
Wow. That
Just
sucks,
immediately.
dude. I've
Just
never
immediately.
had someone run up and accuse me of being the one. Except for one time when I actually did it. We'll continue.
So I'm like, no, it wasn't me. And then Andrew's like, no, really, it wasn't him. It was Christian. It was that kid. And the coach was like, Menelik, I know it's you. And Andrew, stop lying for him.
What?
You're both going to the principal. So we both got sent to the principal's office and both got green slips, which was like
I know, I remember.
the ticket you'd get when you
They had
fucked
the
up.
same thing at the lower class school. Linwood Howe.
I'm pretty sure it was like district wide policy or something, but it was sad, man. Like
I got some blue cards in my day.
Yeah,
I went past the yellow.
How many schools were there? Like 4?
5,
5?
El
I feel like-
Marino, El Rincon,
Linwood Howe,
Linwood Howe.
La Bayona, Farragut.
Shit, really?
Yeah, there it is.
I didn't realize
I was
there
going
were
to try
that
to divide it.
many
It was
feeding
like
into
kind of
Culver
like Harry Potter, the Sorting Hat. Which one he got thrown into.
Hey, I like Linwood Howe. A lot of cool
So
people.
Linwood
came
Howe
out
was
of
what,
Linwood
like the
Howe.
Hufflepuff?
No, we were the Gryffindor. Me and Sean Harris came out of Linwood Howe. That's
I
Gryffindor,
feel like
sir.
El Rincon was like Slytherin. A
Ooh.
lot of people.
Yeah, because
that
still,
might be the
it's really
case.
mysterious. None of us really know anything about El Rincon or anybody that came from it.
Yeah. El Marino's Gryffindor over here, though.
No, fuck you guys. You guys are like Hufflepuff.
I didn't go. My sister did.
So what are you all stoked about?
Well, she turned out to be Voldemort, so.
So maybe it's Slytherin. El Marino Slytherin.
Oh god, it's terrible. Oh god.
So you
Yeah,
need to be nice
okay.
about. You need to be nice to her.
Yeah. Say goodbye to your balls.
So this all went from Menelik talking about how he started drinking at a young age and being aware socially, being conscious of the fact that he was being discriminated against at like baby age. So please continue. I'm not trying to make light of anything you're saying.
No,
I just tried to dumb that down.
And I'm getting distracted too.
Well, no, distraction's fun. That's the point of the beard.
Ah, I see.
You are lucky, though. Normally, you wouldn't be allowed on this show. You got no facial hair, sir. Look at you.
Dude, it took my dad 30 years to grow a beard.
30 years?
And my grandfather's never had a beard.
That's an old beard. Like,
That is an old
And
beard.
mind you, my dad doesn't shave.
Wow.
Because by faith, by culture, you're not supposed to shave. So 30 years of not shaving.
Make it clear what culture you're referring to.
Oh,
so people-
I'm Rastafari, so my family's from the Caribbean, and my dad's a reggae artist from St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. And
yeah.
he's
Badass.
old school Rastafari, so he has his locks go all the way down past his ankles.
Yeah,
So it's
past his ankles, dude.
past his ankles.
That's length.
whoa.
That's commitment.
Yeah, man, it's a way of life.
You can tie yourself up.
do they ever get caught in the door like he's walking somewhere?
I'm sure.
They ever hang out the car door when he's sitting and driving? We hang out the bottom.
he,
forgot about him.
he always has his hair wrapped. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. But does it go tall? Like, is it
Yeah,
crazy
man,
tall?
I mean, it's
it would have to.
It
be.
weighs
How long
it
they
weighs
get.
like 20 pounds.
Holy
It's
shit!
thick hair,
really?
man.
It's
Yeah,
a thick ass neck on him.
yeah, man.
You
It's
snuggle with that thing.
You could beat someone. You could whip someone.
You
with,
could keep yourself warm. You might be fireproof.
You'd be or
Bulletproof.
more likely to get on fire. To catch
Okay,
on fire.
you might be waterproof. You use it as a raft.
I
if
sink.
it expanded as you laid on it.
I sink in water, man.
You do.
My hair just. my
Menelik
hair's like a
also has a
sponge.
very, very large head of beautiful dreads. He keeps them slightly short. What, are you growing them out?
I haven't trimmed my hair. I haven't cut my hair at all.
Oh, I thought you were maybe keeping it shorter. Because
No.
Menelik teaches. We won't name his school, though, because we tell a lot of dick jokes on the show. Let's keep your school respectable and out of this.
I appreciate that.
No problem. But yeah, no, Menelik's got a good hair. Got a good head of some serious fucking beautiful
yeah, man,
dreads.
This is over 6 years.
Really? That's right. Yeah, I haven't seen you with normal hair. Like, not normal hair. I don't mean it like that. I mean like with like short hair.
Just with the Menelik
Yeah,
we know hair.
I took my vow at the end of high school when I like,
Yeah,
when I
that would
turned
make sense.
18,
That'd be the
so-
last time that you and I really hung out, and then a few years went by, and then we ran into each other a few times.
Yeah.
And you would have the dreads, but you didn't have when you graduated.
No, man. My family wouldn't let me. I mean, you don't. That's like a rite of passage in our community. And,
Oh, really?
Yeah, and really, you don't understand what it means to have to walk around in society and have people look at you in a certain way because you have locks.
Yeah, of course.
You know, and that's something that my mom really wanted me to understand fully before she let me choose for myself.
To it, yeah.
Yeah, and even then, like I'm not extremely conservative. I'm Rastafari by culture. I'm not Rastafari by faith.
Yeah.
I don't believe in a Judeo-Christian concept of God. So for me, it's more about the underlying purpose, which is, you know, the rhythm of love, which is shared through music and through the rhythms of our heart. You know, us literally just being on the same wavelengths with each other of justice and harmony, man.
You know, that's like the best way I think people should take religion. You know, is more for its moral values and the way to live your life, rather than like these codes that are given to you that you have to obey, otherwise you're going to be in trouble or certain things might happen to you. It's like, well, why live your life in fear when you could just go among the most positive parts of a certain way of life and put yourself that way. I mean, like, you don't have to be like, you can be Christian, but you don't have to believe in God. You know, it's like you don't believe in Jesus, but you can believe in the exact all the great stories and tales and metaphors that come out of the Bible that lead you along this well-being life to, like, you know, it's all about humanity and morality. So
yeah,
I'll actually hitch my wagon to your star and say that I agree with the both of you, but touching on something Menelik and I spoke about earlier in the car, is I like the idea of these religions. I like the ideas that they put forth of being a good person, of being moral and all the things, which is the basic ideology to the majority of religions, is to treat thy neighbor well, give back, it's just don't murder people.
Yeah, but
don't fuck your neighbor's wife, that kind of shit. Like, I like the idea, but the second it becomes a belief and it becomes a law, it becomes something you have to adhere to, you lose the joy and the happiness that comes with an idea. Something that's fresh and enthusiastic, something that can always change and change with time as the world around you changes. A belief has to stay the same. So these religions, they're based on 2,000-year-old ways of life. That's not the way life is anymore.
But, well, hold on. I don't think that's the main thing that you're upset about in terms of how you're encountering those faiths. You know, it's really not. It's not even. It's not the faith in itself. It's the structure of religions. You know,
no, absolutely.
Like the Catholic Church. You know, like Jesus Christ was not a blue-eyed, blonde-haired man.
Obviously not.
If he existed, he was either Arab or black. Mm-hmm. Just if you look at
just based on where it took place,
and what it says Jesus had hair like lamb. Like it's ridiculous. How can you imagine that? How can you put that image up? That's
tightly curled hair.
Yeah, it's like you're not even trying. So what they did is these people took this indigenous faith, this indigenous perspective, and they colonized it. They put their faces on everything and then put that all across the world. And that's how it made you believe, or made all these people believe, that is the way God must look. Yeah. And do you know how much that fucks all the brown people in their brain? Like, no,
you don't look like your creator.
You do not look like your creator.
But there are other people that do.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very damning fucking thing. Like that damns you to a life of being always one step away from the gold. You can never be on the same level if in your own mind you subconsciously think your creator is different from you.
And then they created a political system that based itself off of that to make it all about them making all the money, them getting all the power. They live in a freaking palace when their quote unquote faith is all about taking care of the poor, taking care of the meek, the weak. You know, that's kind of prospering off their backs and still laughing as you turn yours.
No, absolutely. We can all agree that the people that have taken those ideas now and made them mainstream are not exactly the what's the word I'm looking for? Not exactly good examples of what these religions fucking teach. What they teach is beautiful.
It was like what they originally were meant for.
Yeah, what they were like, just like our Constitution. Now it's used for stupid shit. But what our country was originally based on was a beautiful idea. While it was built on the backs of hypocrites, it was a beautiful idea. Like, that was fucking great. All free men are created equal and shit. But I say all free men because that's what they meant.
Yeah. But you know, even the Constitution was supposed to be rewritten every 12 years.
Yeah. Just my same idea with an idea is great, but it can change. A belief can't change. Now it's become a belief. You can't change the Constitution now because we believe and that's what our country's based on. No, it's not, man. It's an idea that we use to create a country. But that country was going to grow and things were going to change because this isn't 1776 anymore. This is 2014 and shit's a lot different. You can't walk into a new world with ideas from an old world. And every day we're walking into a new world, and our ideas have to go with us.
Man, you had me just had me remember this idea that I was taught when I was an undergrad. I was taking this course on literature of dissent with this professor at my university, SoCA, University of America. Woot woot.
Woo woo.
It was all about these books that were written by socialists, by communists in communist Russia. At the spark of it, you know, and when what they were really saying was considered, you know, completely subversive. Like literally, Stalin, you're sending your book talking shit about the way Stalin is running his thing to him, you know, and that's what they were doing. But in one of them, the guy, I love this book. I think it came from it's dystopian future, and the guy starts talking about the constant revolution, that we need to get to a point where we're always fighting for that constant revolution for our society, so we can grow and change and take all of it to make something better.
There should be a form of revolution in every generation. There should be something for every generation to fight for.
You can't cook a pancake on one side; you gotta flip it.
Yeah.
That was a really good way to... I like you. I like you. I like everything you're about, man.
I like your face.
I do like your face.
I love pancakes.
Drake does.
I don't eat pancakes.
That's okay.
Yeah, he's 20-year vegan.
Ooh, you can do some vegan pancakes.
You could, but you know, I'm just not that into pancakes.
Are you not a breakfast person?
I'm not. I rarely eat breakfast.
Man, bring breakfast into your life. If I had time in the morning or the will to wake up earlier, I'd be so stoked.
If I had time in the morning or the will to wake up earlier, I'd also be stoked.
Yeah, but we
But
might
I'm
have
not.
those things. But like weekends, man. Pancakes. Actually, fuck that. Waffles, always.
Oh,
Waffle.
okay, now
What's good?
all right. Now we're on the correct plane.
All right. Yeah.
Syrup tracks and all, man. Waffles are the business.
I prefer jam.
Oh, there's
You
so
do?
many
Why?
waffle
Is
creations.
there something in syrup that you're not allowed to... It comes from trees.
No, I'm cool with it. I just prefer jam.
Those are maple trees.
Implications.
You just prefer... You just prefer jam? You
Yeah,
gotta get to
man.
the bottom of this. What happened to you as a child, man?
I had a really impactful experience with some blackberries. Oh god.
Blackberries. I could use some.
They went into my mouth and they were so juicy.
Drake had this happen. Drake had this happen once, but it was just fucking gym coach, and they were balls. But they also called him Blackberry.
Ah, I see. And he was sitting on them
Yeah,
Yeah.
many times.
big old blackberries.
Oh, you know
he looked
it.
just like Tim.
So I switched to boysenberries. Thank you.
Boysenberries. You started going to the YMCA instead. Is that what you're saying? Went to the YMCA to get boys in your mouth.
Boys and berries. He's got to find more berries.
Yeah, Drake's a berry man. He even used to live on Berryman.
I did used to live on Berryman.
I know you did. That's why I said it.
Oh, it's not. I'm finding out my destiny. This is not good.
Your destiny's just to suck off boys at a fucking YMCA.
Named Barry.
Named Barry.
Barry.
Well, then
Or
you're-
just men in general.
But then I was gonna say then you're good because there's not a lot of berries left in the world,
Barry Allen.
especially not boys. Barry Allen, yeah. Oh man, they're making a Flash
Bam,
TV
happens. Shit happens in a flash. So
show.
have you been watching Arrow?
I love Arrow, but I only saw the first season because that was all that was on Netflix, and I'm not the guy that'll track anything down.
I've heard there's an
Dude,
introduction of the Flash.
Yeah, it's coming.
The Flash, he just got hit. He's in a coma right now, and he's probably gonna wake up in a little while.
Wait, like in like a few minutes?
No,
Like right now we're talking about?
episode.
Folks, we might have to take a pause because Barry Allen's about to wake up in a hospital somewhere.
And
where?
he's
What
about to-
hospital? Where's Starling City? Is it like New York? I feel like it's New York. Why are
I
they
feel like
all
it's
New York?
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati?
I don't know. I just
Or
doesn't
like Connecticut, where the super wealthy are.
Wow, I wouldn't even know that, man.
Dude, Connecticut's
Connecticut?
rich as fuck. Or like New Hampshire, maybe.
No wonder
Or
I've never been
Vermont.
there. Vermont?
Yeah, lots of emerging maple syrup conglomerates.
No.
Oh, nobody got that reference,
No.
man. Wedding Crashers reference all day, and nobody gets it. We're brothers from Vermont, and we've got an emerging maple syrup conglomerate. What is this, Halloween? I want to be Count Chocula. Or a pimp from Oakland, but it's not going to happen.
How can you just pull that out of nowhere, man?
Okay, this is something you don't know about me. My brain is insane for one thing. I have a steel trap memory for fucking movies and entertainment. Any sort of pop culture, anything gets stuck in my brain. I can reference any movie, almost any movie I've ever seen.
And a love for the oldies.
And a love for the oldies.
I remember.
I can
Gilda?
What?
Gilda?
Yeah, of course.
We had a whole conversation about that.
Yeah, we did.
I've only stumped Tej here twice, and it was with the
What were
same
they?
one.
Oh, what were they? I can't remember.
It's
Exactly.
it's the same line. I stumped you twice with it already.
Have you... Oh, were you going to
It's
stop me
beach
again?
season.
Shit!
Got him again.
Oh,
What?
Stop.
It.
Beach season, you fuck. It's beach season. What is it? Oh!
That's the only one that gets him.
I don't know, man.
He's literally, he can tell you right now, no one gets a single quote by me. They don't get a small reference. Drake doesn't even quote movies anymore. He says things like a character, and I know what movie in the exact line he's referencing.
It's weird. Yeah, I don't even try to quote stuff. It just happens. Like I'll be walking walking away from a situation, and I'll just say "alrighty then." But I won't even thinking that I'm like, "Alrighty then."
We
Like
built
Ace
our lives
Ventura.
on movies. We really did.
Alrighty then. You know, it's like, alrighty then. It's a little bit different.
Thing
It's
is-
beach season.
The thing is,
come on, beach.
You tell me every time what it is afterwards.
'Cause it's been the same one.
And I
every time.
never fucking remember.
Jizz.
It's I love you, man.
Fuck! Beach season.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna remember that.
yeah.
It's Andy Samberg talking to the fucking in the fucking trainer, like the training area.
Yeah.
Beach season. Fuck you, man. Don't do that to me. That sucks. Sorry, this will happen a lot if you're ever around us.
No worries.
No, it's okay. You're not gonna have to be around us because a better place. I mean, you folks out there can see why the fuck I tapped Menelik Tafari to be fucking on this because I mean, Cat's got a lot to say, and he's also like a genuine, good, charismatic, like fucking just good,
Stop.
just all around good guy. Someone I really appreciate their presence in my life, and that is Menelik.
Make me feel uncomfortable.
Shut the
Stop.
fuck up.
He stores knowledge in his dreads.
He does,
There are actually books that have been.
but you
made-
do look like you also look like Predator.
You like wove the
Oh my
favorite.
God, not
I know,
you too.
I know you
Not
hear it all the
too.
time, but you do look like Predator. So
Oh,
just
my
deal with
students wanted me to dress up like the Predator for Halloween.
it. Why wouldn't you? I would do that every year. I would milk that for
I
life.
would just do that every day.
I've only dressed up for Halloween twice in my life.
Wow.
Okay, is that a
And what were
cultural
those two
thing, or are you
costumes?
just not into
I
Halloween?
guess it is kind of a cultural thing, but I'm not into Halloween because my family is not into Halloween. So
Okay, so it's
Well,
a,
it
it's
makes
a
your
family thing.
costumes way more badass. What were these two?
Yeah, they make them
costumes?
way more epic. If you actually were like, I gotta
Life.
dress up. What were the choices?
I mean, I really didn't try that hard. I tried to dress up like Sideshow Bob one year, but I just looked like a blonde black guy who was in prison.
In a clown suit, which is really scary. Oh wait, no. Why did I say in a clown suit? I was thinking about Krusty the Clown
yeah,
in a clown suit.
I was in a prison outfit, and then I was just embarrassed.
Like, wait, hold up.
So you don't see Sideshow Bob. All right, cool.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Okay, so you dressed up, you dressed up like a prisoner,
Yeah.
and people didn't get it.
Nope. I think
They just thought they could see into the future.
I don't know, man. It was
They thought they were just like, oh, this black kid's gonna be wearing that one day for real.
probably.
That's fucked up, man.
I'm hoping not. I just felt really uncomfortable about it. You know, like never having done it, and then I did that for like a Halloween party like last year or something.
Oh, what?
I just realized, like, I guess this is a skill that you have to practice Halloween. You have to practice the dress up.
Yeah, it's weird, man. I don't like it.
It's like you weren't born with it happening all the time.
Nah.
I'm so used to it. Like, I dress up when I'm home by myself. Like, I'm always dressing up. I play characters as I'm walking through the house.
So I can play characters, but I don't change.
I know, I change. I get really into it. I'm a method actor.
Ah, I see. You have to be immersed.
Yeah, I totally immerse myself.
I'm all about immersive education, man. That's the way to learn. Definitely the way to learn.
All right, well, tell us some more about that, seeing as we're giving you a show based on it. Let's get an introduction for listeners based on it.
Oh, okay. So I was saying before that I went to El Marino Language School, which is an immersion-based bilingual educational experience that was the first dual immersion program in the U.S., where basically you'd have kids from Spanish-speaking countries who are immigrating to the United States come and learn English by first starting off in their first language and then slowly transitioning into English school. And you'd have kids who are from middle class to well-off families in Culver City who wanted their children to speak Spanish, and they learn
the more progressive families,
or the ones who got in, because the school, even though it's public, there's a long wait list to get in.
Oh, okay. I've never experienced that. So
yeah, I mean, I didn't even know until I was explained that as an adult. But it was really crazy, seeing how well it worked.
You seem much more cultured than I do, and I didn't go to any sort of immersion school.
But it's not actually the school that does it. It's because you have a foundation to live abroad after that, and that's the whole point.
Okay. Oh yeah, because you do have a second language, and because of the second language, I assume you become slightly more familiar with the culture than say I would, not knowing that second language.
Well, there are cultures, like. That's the issue, You can never teach a standard language, but that's what we try to teach in schools. In Spanish, it'd be called an español estándar, but there is no standard language. There's always dialects. So I went to Soka University of America, which is in Orange County, a school founded by Buddhists for global citizenship and basically trying to change education. And part of their requirement was that you had to study abroad. So I lived abroad, and I went to Valparaiso, Chile, and I learned Chilean Spanish because I was immersed in Chilean Spanish. So my dialect was first, this weird dichotomy of diversity where I had every accent because I've had teachers from all over the world.
Yeah.
But then I go to Chile, and my accent it's damn near just Chilean now.
Yeah.
But in Chile, I was the only black man in the freaking country. The only other 4 that I saw, I ran up on and was like, "Holy, you're black too!
There's more of us!"
And then they respond,
"Can we hug?"
Oh, where are you from, eh? And they'd be like, "From the UK." And I'll be like, "Oh, I thought you guys were from New York." No, never mind. It's cool. Cool meeting you
We're
guys.
not so much alike, limeys.
It was just weird, man.
Get out of my face, redcoat.
Or they'd be Brazilians. So then be like
Portuguese.
La Portuguese. And I was like, okay, well, I just don't. I don't speak your language. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But my accent's been weird ever since. But I still have mixed communications all the time with people from different Spanish-speaking countries.
Really?
And we live in Mexico. Just based on dialects.
Yeah.
So I encounter people and they're speaking, mainly in Mexican Spanish or El Salvadorian Spanish. That's the majority of people I encounter in LA. Mm-hmm. And then I'm speaking a Chilean Spanish, and this mix of dialects. Like I'll switch it up. I'm not even conscious of it, but it'll go from mainly Chilean to sounding Caribbean to sounding Central American. It's just my accent's just weird like that. So they don't know where to place me, and they don't understand how I'm speaking Spanish.
Did you ever learn shit-talking Spanish?
I did, but it's just not...
Back in the kitchen?
It's not something I do.
You don't shit talk?
Chale?
Not really.
Chorizo?
It's just like you and your 2 bros?
Not really.
I feel bad now. I feel like...
Pito Grande?
This is not the way I encounter the world,
¿Dónde está la biblioteca grande de queso?
Está en la casa del muy queso gato.
Oh, okay.
El muy queso.
Está en la casa del muy queso gato.
El muy queso gato.
El muy queso gato.
Como ese es el nombre, muy queso gato.
Sí. Sí.
Ah, interesante. Okay, eso sirve. If that's what you want to do, that's a weird ass name though.
Oh my gato.
Oh my gato. I don't know,
good.
man. Language is so strange because it's not based even on country. It's based on community. So
Very true.
you two have your own language.
Oh
Yeah.
no, we very much so have our own language. It
You
is
could write it down and classify it as, you know,
a dialect of English.
Bearditch.
Bearditch.
You speak Bearditch.
Oh my god, dude! He
That's-
finally named the language.
Yeah. Congratulations. Thank
Congratulations, you did the only name.
you. I
we
knew
could
there was a
do.
reason we had
Thank
you
you.
here.
Yeah.
I do.
You can go now. We got what we
All right,
needed.
guys.
Be gone with you.
I'll see you guys later.
We've now we have Bearditch. We need to make up the Bearditch dictionary.
You speak Bearditch?
I speak Bearditch, yeah.
Okay, he just made my language scary for me.
I don't want to speak it anymore.
No, it's really weird. I just speak Bearditch.
Bearditch. Or Beardritch.
Bearditch.
That sounds more like a name. I'd name my daughter that.
Beardritch. Yeah, so it's like Beardra. Beardra instead of Deirdre.
Oh my god,
man.
Beardra.
Yeah.
She would just drink beer every day.
I know, she just have a beard. I thought. I don't want to I don't make an alcoholic baby. I don't want my kid to start drinking at, say 10?
Oh man.
Like Deirdre and Beardro.
I still can't believe that I actually just started drinking
Beardro?
at 10. It's such a crazy idea.
Yeah, dude, that's really...
Excuse me, I didn't hear what?
It's just strange, you know. I don't often reflect on the fact that I did start drinking alcohol at 10.
Oh yeah.
You know? it's strange. Like, it's a strange idea, and it's not something that I would have ever intended. But actually, I had a childhood friend named Jafar. Did you guys know him?
Jafar?
Jafar.
Like the parrot from Aladdin?
No, that's the actual main bad guy.
It's the main bad guy.
Big dirty brown wizard.
That big dirty
Now I'm
wizard,
just
yeah.
doing that really quickly to see if it offends you. I'm trying to test my limits with you.
I really don't
Dirty
have.
brown
I don't have limits.
That's like a ska song or something.
Well, to be fair, he's a
dirty brown wizard.
to be fair, he's a cartoon
It's the
character.
dirty bad wizard. It's the dirty brown wizard. It's the dirty brown wizard.
What is going on? Yes.
Dirty brown wizard. A wizard. He's coming for you. He's coming true. You can't run away.
Dirty brown wizard.
Dirty brown wizard.
The DPW is coming in your face. Here he comes. He's all over the place. He's kind of dirty, but he's a little brown. You know he's gonna make you count.
Dirty brown wizard. Dirty brown wizard.
The wizard.
Dirty. Brown wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, good times.
You know what? We're gonna call it a night with that. This has been a very special episode of The Beard. I'm your host, T. Allen,
Dangerously.
and we've been here with our fucking awesome friend who you're gonna hear a lot of from the future on KBRD on a little podcast he's gonna call A Better Place with Menelik Tafari. Tune in. We'll see you soon.